Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.driVe, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Whalefred's Woolly Island, and we're just going to start at the default location. And the first thing I noticed is this map looks completely different than every other map I've ever played for this game, but it does look very similar to one game in particular, and that game is kind of obvious because the name of the map is so similar to the name of that game. It looks very similar to Yoshi's Woolly World. And this is kind of a fun map just to drive around because you have things like this. We have a ramp, and then you fly off the ramp into nothing and just wreck your truck up. So like right there, radiator damaged and drive shaft are broken. So that means we have a front wheel drive truck, which would be absolutely awful if we were doing actual truck things. Like just driving around like this isn't truck things, but if we were like hauling a trailer or has stuff in the bed, this would be a very unpleasant experience. And I'm actually surprised this truck is living through all these jumps. We are abusing it. Alright, let's see if it can live through another jump then. Come on. Can't go up the hills too fast because we only got front wheel drive. And there's no way it's going to live that. Main engine broken. So let's just go ahead and refresh my truck, get a new one, get it out of the ground. And we're just going to drive around here a bit. I don't really have any particular plan about where to go here. We're just going to go up some of these hills and see what happens. And that one looks kind of scary steep right there. Like I wanted to slow down because it looked like I would slam into it and crash my truck. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to clear that lip with this truck. Like I'm looking at that, it looks, yeah. Okay, so new plan here. We're going to bring the truck back to there. And then, you know, I was going to replace the truck, but how about we just increase the engine and increase the suspension? That's easy enough. So we put the stage 3 supercharger on it. And then for the front and rear suspension, we're going to put off-road parts on it. So we get off-road there. And heavy duty will probably work good enough for this, I think, because the main thing is I need some extra ground clearance to get over that lip. This truck looks ridiculous, but it should work for what I want it to do. I'll be able to charge at this without ruining the truck. Oh, nope, that didn't work. I still ruined it. So if we actually want to make it up there, we do have to slow down a little bit on that lip. So we're going to go fast and then way slow right here. Just a nice, smooth transition. And then we go as fast as we can. And oh, goodness. Come on, we got 6 wheels spinning. Get some traction. Ooh, okay. Still can't make it up that, so you know what, let's not try anymore. Instead, let's just try to fall off the edge and land it on the yellow one nicely. We can still drive this a little bit, I think. Yeah, it works. Alright, can we get up here with the damaged truck? No problem. Then we can go under the purple. Come on, don't you dare fall on me. This thing does not want to steer properly, but I'm going to make it work. Onto the purple. Onto the red, which is actually just the dead end, basically. Or we could hop onto the other purple if we wanted to, but let's go to the blues instead, because I think we could actually get down here safely without ruining my truck. Oh, goodness, I just ruined my truck. And not in the way I expected. Come on, make it. Nope. I am just popping every tire here. We got, like, no tires left. Just pop into the ground. I don't care. Oh, you don't want to go onto the ground? Too bad. You're going to go to the ground. Bye-bye. Come on, upright, nope. Let's get a new one. That thing's too beat up to try to drive anymore. So we didn't get to go the way I was hoping, unfortunately, but that doesn't really matter. There's still many, many ramps we can try to climb and see what happens. Oh, goodness. This thing feels so weird to drive because it's got the off-road suspension in the front and the dually in rear. Like, it just does not feel right. Nobody should ever try to drive a truck like this aggressively. Oh, another one of these transitions where we gotta go a little faster. This one looks like we can actually make it, though. How harsh was the transition from ground to there? That's pretty bad, so we gotta go fast as we can like that. Oh, still can't make it, huh? All we did was shred my tires. I'm kind of curious, can we make it down that without destroying my vehicle? So we just say, oh look, we're at the top somehow. Ain't I the best driver ever? And we get a new truck that's not damaged and try to drive back across. Nice and careful. Well, not too careful. Ooh, that looks harsh. That is a real steep one right there. Oh, but it's actually, it doesn't match up with the visuals, and we're stuck anyways. I kind of did not go the way I expected because we drove right through it. So if we can drive right through it and we got stuck on it like that, I'm going to go with a little bit more speed. There we go. No. We're good. We're good. Alright, so you can make it down. It's just getting up there is a little bit hard. Okay. I think that's enough of playing around with the cubes and the ramps and stuff. So let's go ahead and go to the other parts of the map that you haven't seen yet. With my truck that drives so awkwardly. Like, what in the world is with this thing? It's actually doing amazing if my My goal here was just to drift all over the place? Amazing job at that. Except that's not my goal. Oh god, that makes me wonder, has somebody actually ever tried to make a dually drift vehicle? I'm sure they've done it. My question is just, did they use the body of a car or the body of a truck? That's really the only question I have for that. Heck, they probably have both, who am I kidding? You can find the craziest cars when you look at some of the custom homemade drift cars people have. You can also find ones that aren't custom homemade that are crazy. Like there's a, I can't remember if it's a BRZ or a FRS, but they're basically the same thing. And then they swapped in an engine from a Ferrari. That thing's pretty cool. And it's just for drifting, you know? It's like, that's a drift car. But you know what? We're going to use a Ferrari engine in it because our car is going to be unique. And honestly, I like that. It's nice to have something different versus all the LS1 and 2JZ power drift cars. Anyways, let's go ahead and drive along this dirt road right here. We'll see where this thing goes to. Got another cube up there, but if I remember correctly, there's no way to actually get on top of that cube normally. It's just kind of half buried in the ground. Yeah, we could drive around these cubes, but that's about it. We could try to fly at that tree. Let's go, hit the tree. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it. Yeah, right into it. So you can see actually from that crash though, the way the tree works. The leaves, you can kind of fly through them. The actual tree itself, not really. See, like right there, we hit the actual tree and it just said, nah, you're done here, but when we were flying through the leaves, no problem. So let's go ahead and get down this hill. I mean, one nice thing about having this truck is you don't have to worry about the inclines. He's like, yeah, that's really steep, but I can manage it. No problem. I'm gonna try to get over to that big old jump right there, and this is kind of a fun jump because of where you end up. So we gotta go about 50 miles per hour off the jump here, so like 55-ish should be good. We do the right speed, we end up, oh, close enough. We end up going into the mouth of a whale. Although I want to do that a little bit better because I just missed it and I feel bad about that. And you also notice there's another whale down there. And they're just adorable, aren't they? Like, they're the happiest little whales I've ever seen. This map, you know what it needs? It needs more adorable animals like those whales. That's what it needs. That's what it's missing. Because now look at those whales. They look so happy. I'm just like, you know what? All those problems and concerns in my life, I don't even need to worry about them. Because I look at that whale, he's smiling at me, and I smile right back at him, and happiness flows through me. So a little bit slower this time. And oh goodness, my truck is so long. Whoa! That was an interesting hit, though. Right. I wanted to give it one more shot. But I'm going to use a different vehicle because obviously this one is bad luck or something. So we're going to go with, let's do the custom version of the Sunburst and we will make it red. It's a nice contrasting color to the whale. See, the problem is that truck is just so big it can't fit through his mouth. Yeah, that's totally the issue. With a small car like this, right into the mouth. Look at this, cleanly. Yeah, okay, close enough. I'll take it. And right under the tongue. See, that one looked a lot cooler. And that's a big whale, actually. Like, I didn't realize, but you know what? That car looks tiny in his mouth. He is ginormous. He's so cute. I can't get over how cute that whale is. He's just like the happiest looking whale ever. There's a couple more whales in the water, at least one more. You can go, like, say hi to him because I'm so happy whenever I see these whales. Oh no, flying a little bit more than I should have. Just suddenly a fireball, huh? Okay. We still got rear wheel drive, but we got no steering. Here's a fun idea. Let's try to put the fire out. Just gonna really carefully tap it in the water and then pull it out. Oh god, that's a lot steeper than I thought. Oh hey, we're underwater. I can't accelerate. We got no traction. It's kind of weird. It looked like the water was a little bit more down the hill than it actually was. Yeah, the reflections look really weird right here. I'm not exactly sure why, but you see that. It's just kind of wacky. I'm not sure if that's my settings or if it's something with this map in particular. But just looking at it, it's kind of funky. Anyways, let's go say hi to the whale. Hello, Mr. Whale. Oh, we didn't get anywhere close to him. I thought we might be able to fly a little bit above the water, but again, it's a lot higher level than I thought it was. Is that a different actual whale than the first one, or is it the same? It's the same, right? Yeah, it's the same. The other one's just looking up more like, I'm gonna eat your car. Where that one, not so much. Although, if we came from over here, would we land in his mouth? Let's test this out. So, well, we need a car that's upright first. And then I gotta figure out what the best way to get into the whale's mouth is. So I'm thinking we're gonna do something like this, where we really loop around to get as much speed as possible. But we don't want to drift the car. Drifting the car does not get you speed. You'll end up losing speed. So just like that, nice and easy. And I'm pretty sure the whale is somewhere over here. There he is. Come on. Oh, so close. I mean, it's like half in there. We just gotta get a car that flies a little bit farther, is a little bit faster. And I know the perfect car for that, the hill climb version of the SBR4. I'll get it again in red, because red seems like a good color for this map. I guess it's because it's kind of like a contrasting color. There's not much red to this map, and there's not even much orange or yellow, so the red really stands out well. So we're doing the same thing as last time, just kind of taking a big ol' long looping motion to get to the whale, and I know the whale is somewhere around here. I'm gonna make sure I hit my mark, because I was a little bit off last time. And come on, whale, eat it! Yeah! That was a clean entrance! Right into his mouth, and I am now krill. That's what whales eat, right? I'm not a whale. I don't know what whales eat. Not a whale biologist either. Anyways, I think that'll about do it for this map. So after we do a quick crash, I'll go ahead and show you what the map looks like from above. And ooh, that's a nice hit. Just tore the wheel right off. Wings flying off. That is beautiful. All right, reset this. And then do the zoom out. Although I guess I didn't even need to reset it to do that. Anyways, until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.